What's up, guys? Hope all is well. We are bringing you tutorial number 2. Today's tutorial is push-ups. Yes, your best friend. I know that you guys have a love-hate relationship, but push-ups love you no matter how much you hate them. Alright, so we're going to get right into it. Uh, First things of a push-up is, again, alignment. Alright. We'll start with the spine alignment. A lot of times you'll see people, their heads go down, alright, one, or they drop their hips and go from here, alright, which then only leaves you so much room that you can go. So, start of a push up is having your spine straight, keeping your hips up, not allowing them to sag. No different than if you were to do a plank. All right, you want to be straight across the board. All right, now you're gonna have a little bit after you get from your spine to your hips. You're gonna have a little bit of slope down, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that your hips stays up. All right, and that's what's important. So again, I don't want to have my head down. I don't want to have my hips higher than my back or anything like that. I want to be straight out. Right? I don't want my hips to sag. Alright? So I want everything to be properly in alignment. Alright? Now, second thing is arm placement and elbow alignment. Alright? Elbow, shoulder, wrist alignment. What people tend to do normally, 90%, the first thing they do, they get their hands real wide. Alright? And the problem with that is there is no, we have no muscle control, we have no stability, we have no, strength, no power to push up from that position. All right. When you get to that point, you're using all your shoulder joints, or all the pressure goes to your shoulder, and that's why people tend to get shoulder injuries. And the shoulder is a very complicated body part. Once you start damaging things in there, it is very, very hard to recover from. So, shoulder joints, and knee joints, I think, are the two most important areas on our bodies, joint-wise. So that's something we really, really, really need to make sure we take care of. So we want to avoid all those things. So as I said, the number one thing that people tend to do is get their hands too wide, and it just already, I'm in an uncomfortable position. I can't really go down from here, all right, and maintain a proper push-up. So hand placement, we want to have everything in alignment. All right. Just as a squat, you want to have your arms right underneath you. There are times that we do push wide positioning of our hands with push-ups, but there's a particular way you have to do it. There's times when we do narrow grip push-ups. So, but we're talking about just normal push-ups. You want to be in a normal alignment. All right. So from here, as I said, everything must line up. Your shoulder joint, your elbow with your wrist. All right. From there, everything's in line. My spine is straight. My joints are in line. From here, what people tend to do, as I said, with squatting, people tend to lock out everything. And all you're doing here is just putting additional weight and pressure on your joints. So when you're up in a push-up position, you want to just barely unlock your elbows. That way you immediately feel pressure on your triceps. All right. So from there, elbows slightly unlocked. All right. Now, from there, once we got everything in alignment, spine is straight, your head is up, or your head is in a neutral position, your elbows, your shoulders, your wrists are all in a line. From there, and making sure your elbows are not locked out but slightly bent. From there, we're just gonna hold ourselves in that position. All right. Now, if this is your first time, excuse me, if you are just getting into training or you've been away from it for a while, I'm going to challenge you just to hold yourself in that position, in a push-up position. More in the push-up, that's the more challenging part. If you can keep yourself in that position, that's where you actually build the strength. All right, to be able to push yourself up and lower yourself to the ground. All right, it is just being able to be there, because we have in our bodies, throughout our bodies, what are called stabilizers. All right, so what stabilizers are is it keeps our body balanced, keeps us in control of a movement. All right, so if I'm unbalanced, my stabilizers aren't strong, then I struggle to go down, which then turns into lack of alignment, lack of controlling everything else. So as I said, just holding yourself in this position, it may seem silly, all right, but just learning to start there, building up your stabilizers, making sure you're in a solid foundation is important. If you can start there, everything else will come a little bit easier. I'm not saying it will be easy, but it will make your motion down and coming up a lot easier. All right, so again, as I said, you will want to turn our elbows just back. All right, now most people talk about doing the military push-up, and I get it, that's very difficult for most people. So what I mean by military is your elbows come right beside your ribs. All right, I know that's a difficult position. So as I said, when you come up, want to work on your elbows just being turned back just a hair in an angle, and then going down from there. All right, so as I said, we want to focus on where we're most powerful, and that is putting the pressure on our triceps, using our chest, triceps, shoulders, a little bit of shoulders, and your back to actually push yourself up. The other things that I didn't mention is people having their body too far forward or too far back, and having yourself in that plank position. That's why I say it's very important just to start there, holding yourself in that position, to know that you're balanced, and know that you're going to be able to push yourself up from there and lower yourself down. So you guys give this a try. Let me know what you think. And also, I'm going to put with this video of how you properly progress in push-ups. I think that's a lost art, but I'll get into the progression video. So give this a try. Let me know what you think. You guys stay elite.